Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Fall Classic. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is July 26, 1983. We are at Busch Stadium for a very important National League matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Giants come into this game at 500. They are 49-49. They are at 500, but they are 4 games back of first place, though. So they're still pretty much alive. The Cardinals, however, are 45-51. They are under 500, but they are 5.5 games back of third. So they're not done yet, but they got to win some games here to have a shot at the postseason. So hopefully we will have a good game tonight here with Fall Classic, and you guys will enjoy tonight's game. Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at Busch Stadium. And it looks like my mom should get the phone, which she should there. And she does. So we hope we'll have a good game tonight. The Cardinals historically won this game 6-5. They had 12 hits and no errors. The Giants had 10 hits and 2 errors. So we'll see what Fall Classic has to say. And, of course, the fast action cards are off to the side, and I will use them as needed. So hopefully you guys will enjoy some exciting Fall Classic as we now only have 2 games left in the month of July, getting closer to the pennant race. Anything is possible. Dice Baseball Digest. Tony Porter now joins us here at Busch Stadium. So, if everybody is set and ready to go, it is time to play baseball. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight is Joaquin Andujar, and he's going to be a B pitcher. 6 wins, 16 losses, and a save. He gave up 4 runs in this game, so I'm going to make him a B pitcher for tonight. So if everyone is set, the Giants are ready to go. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Cardinals are the home team, and we are ready to play. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Giants is going to be the shortstop, Johnny LeMaster, 240 average, 30 RBIs, and 6 home runs in 83. So Joaquin Andujar gets set. The fans here at Busch Stadium know this game is important. Must win for both teams. Giants trying to get above 500. Cardinals trying to get closer to 500. Let's see what happens as David Breining now joins us here at Busch Stadium. Good to see you there, David. I think it's the first time you've been in a chat. Not sure, but if it is not, good to see you. And if it's the first time, welcome. 64, and that is going to be an out. And it's going to be a hard hit line drive right to second. And that's going to be caught by Tommy Herr for out number 1. And the next batter is the right fielder, Max Venable, 219 average, 6 homers, 27 RBIs that year. Pitch from Andujar, 41, that's ball 4. Venable will draw a walk, and that will be trot to first. First walk given up by Andujar. So runner on first now for the Giants. And now here's the center fielder, Chili Davis. I always felt Chili Davis was a heck of a player. 233 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. No, I've not played Pocket Pennant Run, and unfortunately, it's not a game I'm interested in. Venable on at first, and he is going to stay there. He had 15 stolen bases, though, but he's going to stay at first. Pitch from Andujar, 15, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Andujar. He had 125 of them in 83. And now we will see the third baseman, Darrell Evans, 277 average, 30 homers, 82 RBIs. He can hit the ball. Andujar sets up and deals. 46, that's off the ballpark. That's a 19, and that's going to be a stretch single into a double or out at second. So that's going to be a possible double, 2-base advance. So Venable goes to third. Evans has got to try for second, It's fielded by the right fielder, and that is Van Slyke. That is Van Slyke. His assist rating is a 5. So a 1 to 5, Evans is going to be thrown out at second base. And he is. So Darrell Evans tried to stretch the single into a double, but a heck of a play by right fielder Andy Van Slyke, and he nails him, and that will retire the side. So it is a base hit, but an out. So no runs, a hit, and a walk for the Giants as Evans tried to go ahead and get an extra base. But Van Slyke made him pay for it. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants tonight is Fred. Now, I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't know how he pronounces it. I don't know if it's Fred Breining or Breining. I'm not 100% sure, but if you use the word receive, then I'm going to say Fred Breining. 11 wins, 12 losses, a 130 whip in 83. Breining will also be a B pitcher tonight. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the left fielder, Lonnie Smith, 321 average, 8 homers, 45 RBIs. Kevin Owanese joins us here at Busch Stadium. Seeing Andy Van Slyke in disbelief of the Bonds couldn't throw out Cabrera 92. Breining will go ahead and pitch. Breining 66, and that's going to be an automatic double for Lonnie Smith. He'll start the game hitting away, and that's a 2-bagger. So a double for Smith. He's already on second. And now here's the center fielder, Willie McGee. Some people think McGee belongs in the Hall of Fame. You could make an argument. He was a heck of a player. 286 average, 5 homers, 75 RBIs that year. Smith on that second pitch from Breining. And that is going to be a 16, and that is going to be an out. It's not a double play. Instead, that is going to be he is hitting from the left side. So that is going to be a grounder to second base, and Lonnie Smith will advance to third, and there is out number 1. Grounder to second. Easy play there by Joel Youngblood to throw him over, and that's the first out. And now here's the right fielder, young Andy Van Slyke, only 22 years old, 282 average, 8 homers, 38 RBIs. Smith is on third. They're not going to do infield in. It's still very early in the game. Pitch from Breining, 16, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's going to get Van Slyke. That's the first strikeout for Breining. He had 117 of them in 83. And now here is the first baseman, George Hendrick, a 318 average, 18 homers, 97 RBIs. He had a heck of a year in 83. I'm not sure if this was his rookie year, but at 22 years old, I wouldn't be surprised. Smith on at third. Breining will pitch. 51, that's a possible strikeout. The 6 says no, so now it's a possible error, and that is a possible error on the shortstop. Johnny LeMaster, his error rating is a 7. He will not make an error. What LeMaster will do is he's going to get the ball, and he's going to throw to first to get the out and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Giants is going to be the left fielder, Jeffrey Leonard. I always felt Leonard was pretty solid. 279 average, 21 bombs, 87 RBIs in 83. Andujar, let's see what he's got. 56, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. He'll get Leonard, and that is strikeout number 2 for Andujar. 1 down. Next up is Dave Bergman. He's at first base. 286 average, 6 homers, 24 RBIs in 83. Andujar will pitch. 23, and that's going to be a cold strike 3 on Bergman. He gets him. And that is the third strikeout for Andujar. He goes ahead and gets Bergman for out number 2. Both pitchers are a B pitcher tonight. Here's the second baseman, Joel Youngblood, only 31 years old, 292 average, 17 homers, 53 RBIs. Always thought Joel Youngblood was pretty solid. Pitch from Andujar, 36, and that is going to be an out, and it's going to be a ground ball hit to first base, picked up there by Hendrick. He'll take it himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the G-men. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the catcher, Darryl Porter. And some people think he's underrated. I don't think so. I think Porter was good. 262 average, 15 homers, 66 RBIs. Porter had a decent career in the majors. Breining will pitch. 51, possible strikeout. The 5 is a no. Now it's a possible error. And it's off the second base exotic chart. So we'll get that real quick here. So second base exotic chart, let's see what kind of thing can happen here. And that is a 13. And refer to the base, it's the 13. And real bad sacks-like throw to first base, batted us. 13, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, 13, wait a minute. Empty, hold on. I got to read this. So empty. Second base exotic error, refer to the base situation. So real bad sacks-like throw to first base, batted a second. So that's how that, but he's got to make the error first, of course. So the third, so that is the second baseman, and that is Joel Youngblood. His error rating is a 13. And he is going to make an error, and that's going to be a real bad sacks-like throw to first base and batted a second. Porter will stay there. So that is what you call a bad error. As a very bad throw by the second baseman, Joel Youngblood, allows Porter to take second base. So that will be an E4. And that is the first error on the Giants. They had 2 of them in the ball game historically. And now we will see the second baseman, Tommy Herr, 323 average, 2 homers, 31 RBIs. Not a bad year for him. Porter on at second on a big-time error there. Breining will pitch. And 43, and that is going to be an out. And it's going to be a ground out to third base. And Darryl Porter, he's going to hold. Taken care of by Darrell Evans. He throws to first for the out. Not him, but her. Yep. Exactly. Here's the third baseman, Ken Oberkfell. I always felt he was a solid player. 293 average, 3 homers, 38 RBIs. Oberkfell definitely had a solid career. Porter on at second. Pitch from Breining. That is a 34, and that is going to be a base hit for a single for Ken Oberkfell. Base hit to right field. Second to home, fast runner advances. Slow or advance hold with 2 outs as an assist. Well, there's only 1 out, so Porter will hold at third base. Oberkfell goes to first. And now runners at the corners with 1 out. Single for Oberkfell. And now the shortstop, the Wizard of Oz himself, Ozzie Smith. Best fielding shortstop of all time? Possibly. I think so. 243 average, 3 homers, 50 RBIs. The Giants are going to play back for 2. Still with no score here in the bottom of the second. Breining looking in on Smith. Runners at the corners. Pitch from Breining. 26, and that's going to be a base hit for Ozzie Smith as he hits it right into the field. Porter will go ahead and score. And that is a single. It's going to be a base hit to center field. Oberkfell, he will advance to third, and Smith holds it first. It's 1-0 Cardinals. RBI single by Smith. And now 1-0 in favor of the Redbirds. Ben Wicks joins us here at Busch Stadium. And Ozzie Smith also gets the steal sign. So let's see if he gets the jump. But the next batter for the Cardinals is the pitcher, Joaquin Andujar, an 082 average and 2 RBIs. Let's see if Smith can get the jump. He does get the steal sign. So, and Breining is a strong arm. And it is a strong arm against a right. So no jump against a right-handed pitcher. So a 1-3, Smith does not get the jump. He does get the jump, and he is going. Smith on his way to second base. He's on his way to second base. Porter has a strong arm. So Ozzie Smith, a stolen base rating of 17 becomes a 15. The throw down, and he is out. Ozzie Smith thrown out by Darryl Porter. 2 down. He's a 17, but Porter has a strong arm, which removes 2 and makes him a 15. And because Darryl Porter had a good arm, he got him. Actually, not Porter. I'm sorry. That's May. May had an average arm. I'm looking at the wrong darn. I hate it when I do that. I'm wrong. He's safe. Darryl May is the catcher, not Porter. Porter's on the Cardinals. What am I doing? So he does steal second base. My bad. Stolen base. He had an average arm. So upon further review, the announcer here doesn't know what he's doing. So 1-0 here. Now runner at second. Now first and runners at second and third with Andujar batting. And Andujar is going to try to do something here. Only 1 out. As XSG2 now joins us here at Busch Stadium. So Oberkfell at third. Smith pitch from Breining. 55, that's going to be a strikeout. Struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Breining, as he will get Andujar 2 down. Would help if I knew who was in the field. And now here's Smith. Smith got a double his first time up. Oberkfell at third. Smith on at second. 2 outs. But the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. Pitch on the way. 51. Possible strikeout. 17 says no. So now it's a possible error, and that is going to be a possible error, a 1-base error on the third baseman, and that is Darrell Evans. His error rating is a 13, and he will make an error. Darrell Evans picks it up, bobbles it, picks it up, drops it, and a run will score. It's a 1-base error, so the Cardinals now have a 2-0 lead, and the runners will move up 1. Stadium cheers. Yay! That is an E5. That's the second error on the Giants in this inning. They had 2 in the game historically, so there's your 2. And now the batter is McGee. McGee is 0 for 1. Breining can't believe these errors, and these errors right now have put the Cardinals ahead. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 2-0 Redbirds. Breining will pitch. 54, that's off the 54 chart. And men on base, wild pitcher, pass ball, and refer to wild pitch rating. Breining has a wild pitch rating of 1 to 10. If it's a 15, it is a wild pitch. It is not, and we'll re-roll again. That's going to be ball 1. Breining will try again. 56, and that is going to be a cold strike 3 on McGee. And the inning is over. That is the third strikeout for Breining. But 2 runs will score. 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. And the Cardinals have a 2-0 lead after 2. I keep on forgetting who's in the field sometimes. One of these days I'll get that right. We go to the top of the third. And speaking of the catcher I did have, that will be the catcher, Milt May, a 247 average, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. He only played in 66 games for the Giants that year. Pitch from Andujar, and 12. That's an out. And it will be a hard line drive right to first, and that is gloved by Hendrick, out number 1. 1 down. And now here's the pitcher, Fred Breining. He can hit the ball, a 149 average, 4 RBIs in 83. Andujar, 42, and he is going to Is he going to walk? Is that a walk the pitcher? There's a PX. So I forget what that means. PX. Hold on real quick. I forget what the PX stands for. If the reading goes to the pitcher's card, if the reel is a ground out, that's an automatic double play. If there's a runner on first. Well, it's not. It's going to be a walk. So Andujar is going to walk the pitcher as he'll give up the walk to Breining. So Andujar goes ahead and walks the pitcher, Breining. He had 6 walks, but Andujar will get that, will give it up. And now the batter is LeMaster. LeMaster is 0 for 1. Breining on at first. How do you walk the pitcher? Unbelievable, Andujar. Andujar will deal 23, and that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets LeMaster. And that is the 4th strikeout for Andujar. 2 down. And now Venable. Venable walked his first time up. Breining on it first. Andujar. 26 against a righty. It's a base hit, and that's exactly what it is. That's going to be a single for Max Venable. Base hit to center field, and Breining will advance to third. Faster average advances to third base, and that is what it is. So now runners at the corners on a single by Venable. It'll now bring up Chili Dog, and he's 0 for 1. 2 outs, top of the third. Cardinals have a 2-0 lead. But Andujar in a little bit of a jam here at Busch Stadium. Davis is 0 for 1. Andujar with the pitch. 45, and that is going to be an out, and it's going to be a fly ball to center field. And William McGee is going to go ahead and get that, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Giants don't get anything. And we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Andy Van Slyke. And he is 0 for 1. A couple of errors really hurt the Giants in the last inning. We'll see if they can play a better game here.